Hello and welcome to our Alumni Spotlight podcast. My name's Autumn, and I work to tell the stories of our amazing students and alumni here at Ashworth College. Today I'm talking with Monelle Alexis, who graduated from our Marketing Bachelor's degree program this year and who is also one of our Graduate of the Year finalists. Welcome, Monelle.
Hi, good morning to you, Autumn, and thank you very much for having me on this interview this morning.
Monelle, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on being one of 3 finalists. That's such an amazing accomplishment. Can you tell me, how are you feeling to be one of the 3?
I am happy, I'm excited, and I am humbled to be one of the 3 finalists. In fact, when I told my parents, they were more excited than me. My mother was dancing and wanted to have a little party for me, but I had to tone her down a little bit. But still, this is a wonderful accomplishment, and I thank you and Team Ashworth for putting a wonderful program together.
Absolutely. I love that your mom was so excited and wanted to celebrate. That's fantastic. But Monelle, I want to jump into your Ashworth College experience. Can you tell me first, what were you up to before enrolling, and how did you find out about Ashworth and why did you decide to enroll?
Before Ashworth, I was teaching at the grammar school in Dominica, the island that I live in. And I wanted to do something, and I wasn't too sure as to what exactly I wanted to get into. But I do have a background in media and in communications. So I felt that, marketing would be the perfect place or the perfect fit for me and my personality. So then I was thinking, okay, what school did I need to go into? I needed something that was, one, affordable, because I did not want to take a loan. I did not want to have anybody paid for me. I want to be able to work and pay for my degree. I wanted something that was flexible because I'm a very busy person. So I found Ashworth, and it's a perfect marriage between affordability and flexibility. So that was the perfect fit for me.
I love that you said that it was the perfect marriage, because we always talk about, our affordability and flexibility. And it seems like you really did take advantage of that. Can you tell me a little bit about why you liked being an online learner and how you made, work and school work for you?
Being an online learner is not an easy task, but it is workable. And especially for individuals who do not want to uproot from their normal life and move to a particular country. And that was me at the start of my degree program. I did not want to live somewhere else. I wanted to live in Dominica, and I wanted to be able to work while I undertook my program. So this was it for me. So yeah.
And what would you say was your favorite part of being an online student?
My favorite part of being an online student was the ability to work at my pace. And this was what Ashworth College afforded me and made me more excited about participating in the program and actually sticking to the program. There wasn't a time where I am forced to be at a session at a particular time. There was none of that. And I understand that some institutions, they're very strict with their schedules, and the flexibility that I received was just excellent. So this was it for me.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to worry about moving, prior engagements around and making sure you are in a physical seat in a classroom at any time. You can really.
No, I could be anywhere. And I was at the back of my yard. I was at my work. I was at the front. I was anywhere.
Yeah,
and the
absolutely.
nice thing is that the support that I received online, if I had questions, I appreciated that I could just simply call on Fiverr. So this was very cost effective, completely cost effective. So I called on Fiverr, saved a lot of money. So the communication was easy. I appreciate how well the persons in the different departments, be it admissions, be it student services, were easy in dealing and easy in communicating. So all this made the online experience easy for me. Communication was easy, affordability, flexibility, and it wasn't stressing me out. So that was perfect.
No stress is the way to go. So I agree with that. That's great. And you mentioned calling in. Did you ever find yourself having a little bit of a hard time with your studies? And did you contact our instructors? And how did that work out for you? How were they?
Oh, difficulty, that would be sometime during COVID time. Not COVID, sorry. We experienced a hurricane back in 2017, 18, I think, Hurricane Maria. And my entire island was just devastated. We lost a lot of people, and the communication was shut down for a period of time. So I knew I wanted to complete my degree, and communicating was settling or focusing to do anything during such a time was a no for me. But then it was easy reaching out. I had my sister, she assisted me. She called the school and then they told her that it's okay for me to get a delay. And they would
Yeah.
not charge me for the time that, I was unable to do any of my classes. So that made things easier for me. And I truly appreciate that. So communication from that front was easy. And from then, once I was able to communicate, I logged on, simply called through Viber, and they understood. And they told me that they got the correspondence from my sister. So it was a walk in the park. And I appreciate the nice, gentle, calm walk in the park.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sorry to hear about, the devastation that happened where you lived, but I'm glad you were able to connect with Ashworth and put your studies on pause so you can focus on, the events happening in your life, because that's life happens, and your studies will be there and you're able to pick them back up when you're ready, so that was a great
Yeah.
option. And I'm glad that we allowed that for you. And I wanted to ask too, you mentioned sticking with the program. Did you ever find yourself lacking motivation? And if you did, what are some motivation tips that you can give other students who may be listening? And how did you continue to push on and study?
Lacking motivation, as with everybody, everything, yes. There were times that I lacked motivation to continue because the program was lengthy, it was heavy, and I
Mm.
understood the importance of the weight and the knowledge that I had to acquire to get to where I am now. But I am one who is excited about success. I am self motivated. I am driven. So I just wanted to finish. And I look at the big picture. So it's not about how you start or what you're going through, it's all about the end. So I was really focused on the end and what I'm going to be or how far I'm going to reach as a result of getting a bachelor's degree from Ashworth College. So this was my drive. So all those who are listening, just remember, regardless of the process, don't focus too much on the process. Focus on the end. Because oftentimes we have problems and we focus on the problem and not on the solution. So the process I considered a problem, but the solution will be finishing, and that was everything for me.
Yeah, I love that. That's such great advice, and I love that you focused on the end goal and where you want it to be, which I think leads perfectly into my next question. What are you up to now
Mhm.
since graduating? Are you working? Are you in the field? Can you tell me a little bit about that and how maybe
So let's talk
Ashworth
about
helped you get there?
let's talk about before graduating. So before I graduated from Ashworth College, I I started a business, a marketing business, because
That's
prior
amazing.
to me starting Ashworth, I was on radio as radio personality, host shows. I did ads for clients and all these different things. So I decided to, get my stuff started, get my business name, Your Marketer, it is. So then, as I was learning through my marketing, I started adding different services to my clients. So it was like a go as you grow process from it, grow as you go. So as I was going, I was growing in my profile. So I started my business developed or started off nice. I actually have two contracted clients thanks to Ashworth College. Also, prior to completing, I started a job at the Dominica State College where I am the public relations and recruitment officer with responsibility for building and sustaining good image for the Dominica State College and, of course, finding people who fit and expand the applications or the applicants to the college. So this is what I have been up to. And also, because of my work, of course, thanks to Ashworth, I was also roped in as communications consultant to the Dominica-China Friendship Hospital, where I developed a communication strategy for the interim board of the hospital. So I have been busy. I have been working State College, one of the premier tertiary institutions on the island, the main hospital on the island. I did some work there, still doing some work for them and my business. So this is what I've been up to. All of course, thanks to the knowledge that I acquired from Ashworth College.
That's amazing. You're doing so much stuff. That's fantastic. You must be,
Yeah.
so busy, but I'm sure it's so worthwhile now that even before you got your degree, you had the knowledge to start your passion
Yes.
and what you want it to do. I love that.
I'm someone who is excited about success. So I
Yeah.
like to achieve. I am driven. I want more. I always want to learn. I always want to grow. I'm always looking for something to do to improve myself and to improve my profile because this world is a competition. And if you are not prepared to compete, then you're going to stay behind. So it's not okay to be average. It's not okay for me to be average. So I'm always looking on ways to improve myself. And
Yeah.
Ashworth was an awesome start.
Yeah, it sounds like you're always bettering yourself and learning more and doing more. And I love that. That's amazing, Monelle.
Thank you.
Of course. And I wanted to ask too, how do you feel like Ashworth helped you take the next step?
Well, of course, this is marketing, my main field. And then the next step would have been where I am at the hospital and, of course, at the college. Had I not learned about communication and details about marketing and market research and all these things, I would not have been effective in producing that document for the board of the hospital. So there was that. So this helped in the preparation for that step. A lot of stuff that I learned with respect to public relations, this because marketing is like everything that you do to get the product or service into the hands of the customer. So and PR is an aspect or component of marketing. So this PR aspect, it helped me to be where I am now with writing press releases, getting all these things together. And I don't just do press releases and PR for the college. I basically do marketing for the college. So there's the whole personal selling, and I'm able to create content. So I do flyers, I do ads, I do video, all things marketing. I'm able to do that. And largely because of the knowledge I got from Ashraf. And the good thing, I like the fact that they give textbook. I like textbooks. So I keep them. I often refer to them for content or notes if I'm doing something. Oh, and something to note also, so cool. I was asked to present on topic marketing to a group of entrepreneurs in my community. So of course,
Wow.
Ashworth College, that's my backdrop. So I was happy to, just go through my books, brush up a little bit. And I taught for 11 years, so teaching is my forte. So it was easy for me to go through and execute well. And they were very pleased with my presentation. I'm actually looking forward to another session with them.
Yeah, that's amazing, and that's so cool that they asked you to present. And it sounds like you have a lot of confidence in yourself, which is fantastic. And it seems like you are really up to some amazing things. And I love that you said you can point to some of your studies and what you learned at Ashworth that you're using now in the real world. So that's
Of course.
ideal and what you look for once you graduate college and what you look to do. So I'm so happy to hear that Ashworth gave you that.
Thank you. And I'm thanking Ashworth. Please thank the management, staff, and everybody at Ashworth for being as awesome as they were to me and for producing the content that I can now use and I have used to be where I am. And I'm definitely looking forward to where else I can go.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're looking forward to seeing and hearing where else you can go. That's amazing.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And Monelle, I wanted to ask you, what would you say to someone who's maybe contemplating enrolling in Ashworth or an online program? What would you say to encourage them to, take the leap?
I would say to you, why not? Why not? The only thing that hurts is when you do not try something. So give it a try. Ashworth College is affordable, it is flexible, and you're able to manage your time. So imagine being able to work and still going to school. Imagine going to school and getting support very easily. Imagine going to school and at the end of your program, you can get a degree that can advance your career and advance your future. Ashworth College is the right fit for you. So why not give it a chance?
Yeah, I
That's what
love
I'll tell
that.
that person.
I love that. Why not? That's good. That's great. And Monelle, I know you mentioned your mom's excited to hear that you're a finalist. Can you tell me what did graduating mean to your family and you, and how does it feel to be an Ashworth College graduate?
I'll start with my parents. My mother is my biggest supporter. She she works hard. In fact, one of the main things she'll do is feed me because she feels that if I'm if I don't eat, then I won't function well. So mommy was always there for the process, ensuring that I have food, bringing me snacks when I'm up studying, always asking me, when you're going to finish now? How long, how long again? So she was always like, hey, you have work to do. What you doing outside? Monelle, why you're going out and you have work to do? Stay inside. So regardless of my age, my mommy was that person who would always, push me to continue, give me the drive, support me in completing. So it means a lot to my mother, and of course my father was there cheerleading as well. So it means a lot to them to have me graduate, and of course being a finalist top three. It is bragging rights for my parents. So this
Absolutely.
is so this is an awesome accomplishment for them. For me, this is truly humbling because I believe in working hard and working hard for what you want. And I believe that you go as far as the effort you place. So I've placed a lot of effort in completing this program. As I mentioned before, there were times I probably wanted to give up. I was contemplating, do I really need a degree or not? I'm already doing these things. Do I really need to have a bachelor's degree? But I too understand the value of having a degree and the importance of competing and not being average. So having this, receiving this is truly gratifying, humbling. It is a sweet accomplishment. That's what it is.
Yeah, I love that. And Monelle, you're up to so many amazing things, and we're absolutely proud of you over here at Ashworth College. And I wish you the best of luck as you maybe journey on to become our graduate of the year. I want to ask you one final question to wrap up our interview. What are 3 words you would use to describe your Ashworth College experience?
3 words I would use to describe my Ashworth experience are: 1, humbling; 2, satisfying; and 3, rewarding. The experience was humbling because everything I learned that brought me to where I am now, I am appreciative. So this in appreciation for what I learned and the entire experience, it humbles me. The experience at Ashok was satisfying. Satisfying because I am now top three. I now have my bachelor's degree. I am now where I want to be, not where I need to be, but I am where I want to be. And finally, it is rewarding. Rewarding because look now, because of the degree I have received at Ashworth College, I have been able to achieve a lot within a short space of time. And I am exciting about my next step in getting my master's degree. So my experience, humbling, satisfying, rewarding, all thanks to Ashworth College and the good folks.
Those are 3 great words, Monelle. Thank you so much, and best of luck as you continue on to potentially become our next graduate of the year. I wish you the best of luck.
And thank you very much for this interview. And I'm saying hi to all the people in Dominica who might be listening to this interview. And of course, I will point or add that Dominica is one of the best islands in the Caribbean to visit. I do have to plug that. So when you get some time, autumn, do come to the Caribbean and call me. We'll hang out.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that invitation. Thank you so much,
Great.
Monelle.
All right, take care.